Hey guys, Brandon Woolham, CCM Magazine. Today we are in the newly remodeled CCM Cafe. The first interview we've done in here with a brand new group. We've got Peach Goldman, but you guys have been around for a little bit, but some of the CCM crowd maybe still don't know the faces and names.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the history in this industry and how Peach Goldman got together.
Well, I guess I'm the long timer of the bunch. 25 years ago, I started out in Southern Gospel with a group out of Carthage, Tennessee called the Wilburns. That's why I started there, and I sang with several different groups, including the Perrys in Southern Gospel music for 25 years. In that time, I was doing a Gaither homecoming videotaping several years ago in Indiana at the Indianapolis Grand Ballroom, and I spied this hot blonde chick with the Nealons at the time, and at the time I asked the publicist for our record label. I said, who is the hot blonde with the Nealons? I said, I need to get to know her. So she told me, her name is Katy. So honest, this is true story. We were at a break at a taping. I walk across. I go introduce myself. I said, hi, my name is Troy. I said, it's good to meet you. And she turned and went the other way. She never said anything to. But a few months later, she begged me to marry her. So this is my wife, Katy.
Come on now.
And so we've been married for 20 years, and in gospel music all that time. And through that time, those 7 years ago, I was with the Perrys, and a lead singer by the name of Andrew Goldman came along, and we traveled together for 6 years. Andrew has a extensive history in gospel music as well, and so that's where we first all met through. If anybody knows the history of the Perrys, they had some health issues, and so Katy would step in a lot of times and sing. So we three sang together quite a bit on the road with the Perrys. But we all came off the road about 3 years ago, and I took a church, not pastoring though, but as music director. So I'm music director at a church. Katy, got a real job, and Andrew continued to do his music career, but we had always wanted to sing together. And but we were like, no, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. Not the right time. But it's the right time now. So that's it in a nutshell, anyway, I guess.
That's awesome. So when you guys got in the room, you're like, we got to name the group. I don't know if we even said your names. This is Troy Peach,
Yes, I'm
Katy
Troy.
Peach,
This is my wife,
Andrew
Katy.
Goodman, and you're like,
Andrew
Goldman.
Yeah.
Let's just do Peach Goldman.
Well,
How does that come about?
Well-
How long was the meeting before you guys decided the name?
If you could see the text thread between us and our sweet publicist, Mary Alice, and Wayne Hahn, our producer, it's miles long of what we're going to, because, we didn't want to be, the Gospel 3 or, the singing, Believers or something like that. We knew we had to have something. And I'll be honest, I've always despised my last name. I just always have. But, I heard Jason Crabb say something one time. He said, if I had been Jason Smith and we'd have been the Smith family, things would have been a whole lot different. He said, so the Crabb family worked. So it's always kind of stuck with me. So I'm like, Peach, I can work with that. But, with Brother Goldman here, it almost kind of made us sound like a law firm, So we knew we couldn't be Goldman Sachs or Goldman this. So we're like, what, let's mess it up. So that's how we come up with it, Peach Goldman. So.
Was there ever a thought of being like double Peach or two Peach Goldman? Because you're kind of leaving somebody out. I don't know which one got left out.
No, well, I guess when we married, we became one. So, maybe that's the way we looked at it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. So you've got a new single that's out there on radio now. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, Grace Will Lead You Home on Stowtown Records. Stowtown's been so good to us. Wayne and I have actually been friends for, my goodness, we've recorded. Wayne was one of the first producers I ever worked for way back when, and I'll never forget, I was terrified the first time ever, because here he had all these awards, and but we've become friends. Matter of fact, he was at mine and Katy's wedding 20 years ago, so we're good friends. So Wayne, we knew we'd wanted to go work with Wayne either way we did. So he brought us some songs, and literally he brought us this song one afternoon. He goes, I don't know about this. This is really rough, and he played it for us. And, man, we loved it. He had written it along with his friend Aaron Stewart and Don West, and it was a little different, but I love the take that they took on Grace, because when anybody ever thinks about Grace, the first thing we think of is the old hymn, Amazing Grace. Grace is always amazing. But, Grace is a lot more than just amazing. It'll see you through. It'll carry you through the hard times. But, yes, it is amazing too. So I love that they talk about all the aspects of grace in this song before they actually get to the point where they say, oh yeah, and it's amazing too, by the way. So that's one of the things we loved about this song.
So is there already other music in the can that you guys are going to be releasing next year? Or is
Believe it or not, we have already finished the record. The record's already finished. Well, our part is finished anyway. Right. And Andrew and Katy are a whole lot quicker in the studio than I am. But that, but we are done.
But he doesn't let us talk, as you can see.
Yeah.
So.
And there might be a reason behind that. But
Probably.
But no, the new record is going to be coming out March, April next year, I think is what I'm hearing. So we're really excited about that.
Awesome. So after the album comes out, is there touring coming? Or
Yes. And that's, I think, what everybody has been talking about is, when can we get you? When can we get you? So it'll be a definite, a limited tour schedule because Andrew is still a tour manager for Ernie Haas and Signature Sound. And so Andrew's out on the road with Ernie, but Ernie doesn't do a full schedule. And then, of course, Katy has a full-time job, and I'm still at the church, so that means Sundays are out, definitely. But we do plan on doing some limited touring. That we've already got some things on the books, so they can definitely keep up with us, bands in town, and our website, all that kind of stuff.
And when they get to see you on the road, we're going to see you playing not just one instrument, but you're bringing a lot of instruments with you that you're going to be playing up there, right?
A few. So yeah, I actually have a history of teaching percussion in college and some production as well. So I may play a little bit when we're on the road, but singing's my main instrument. But yeah. Hopefully we get a chance to bring our families with us a little bit too. I've been married 10 years to my beautiful wife Rebecca, and we've got 2 beautiful kids, and they rule the roost. So they kind of work as my managers. But I'm thankful, and that's what I love about this group is we have a family, a family atmosphere, and they get to be with us. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, in fact, you may have seen the bass player playing for us on our earlier songs. That is our son. That is one of our twin boys, Shelton Peach. He has a brother, Clayton Peach. They are almost 18. And so
I know I don't look old enough to have an 18.
Me either. But it's funny. I have not really wanted to travel since I was with. I traveled with the Nealons quite a few years ago, and Mike Speck. I'm doing a lot of choral things, and I really haven't wanted to travel much since then. I think being a mom has been my heart, but now that they've gotten a little bit older, Shelton actually said to us just about 6 months ago or so, maybe a year ago, he said, Mom, Dad, would you guys start a group again so that I can play bass for you? So that might be part of, why we did this. But we are thankful that we're just one big family and that our families get to be a part as well.
It's much more affordable to do this road life when you have
That is
kids
true, yes.
Well, I think that might have been why we named it Peach Goldman. Nobody can leave now. Your name's part of it. That's kind of the way it is.
No turnover.
Yeah.
So we've got the new album coming in a few months. We've got tour dates. Where can everybody find all this when this officially drops and comes out, this info?
Yeah, so follow us on all socials at Peach Goldman, our website, peachgoldman.com. And bands in town, all those, you can find us there. So at Peach Goldman.
All our music right now, Grace Will Lead You Home, our single, it's available on all the streaming platforms. It's out there now. Go listen, stream it like over and over and over and over. That's the good thing.